What's up, y'all? Whoa! It is Monday morning. For me, it's gonna be Tuesday or whatever for y'all, but it is Monday morning post Dead by Dog. Back on the farm, on my mountaintop farm. Glad to be home, but I had a fucking blast, y'all. Holy shit, that was cool. Where my coffee cigarette crow? This is literally coffee this time. It is early Monday. I got so much fucking shit to do today. You know, you've just been gone all weekend, you know, having a great time. You know, my work is still stacking up. Had a fucking tree, like, we had a whole bunch of wind and rain right before, the night before we were leaving. And limbs came down. There's a massive fucking limb down. It only took me like 10 minutes to pick it up. And it happened like while I was packing, while I was getting the car ready. And I was like, crack, that thing came down. I'm like, man, I ain't got time for that shit. And it's still there. I will get to it today. I got crops to pick. Oh, man. I got weeds to take down. Ooh, and then I got some other responsibilities as well. And then I have you guys, who that's why I'm up extra early, getting my shit together so I can get that done and still talk to y'all and share some cool shit with you. I know that one y'all just saw was like super short. I was so motivated to talk and be in front of the camera and show you shit. And as soon as I started talking, I was so exhausted and just wanted to go back to bed. I didn't. I did what I did and was like, I just kept rolling cigarettes and shit. Was like, man, I gotta get us out of this fucking hotel. We gotta get rolling. I just recently ran out of papers, and I'm like, what the fuck, man, for my cigarettes? And I was like, man, I ran out of papers, and I realized, oh yeah, Evil Army, like, at the warehouse, some dude came up and was like, this dude handed us this big handful of weed, and we don't have papers. And I was like, I got papers. So I gave like half of my pack to Evil Army. So that's cool as fuck. But then I ran out of papers for cigarettes this morning, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, at least Evil Army had a good time. And I had a good time seeing Evil Army. So, fuck yeah. So, I'm going to show off some of the shit I got, a little bit of the stuff I got, and just try to like go through my fucking memories. First off, I'm going to show you this one. I probably showed it already. I'm going to show it again just so you can get a better look. This is the Rotrivore logo on a piece of leather. And they're one of a kind. The woman that makes this, she makes one in a design and does not make another one. So when you get one of these, they are kind of one and done type things. But she does several, and they're different sizes. You can get these, I'm pretty sure, from a Bladed Records. That's Brian Baxter's label. And this woman is of some relation to him. I'm not sure if they're friends, business partners. I don't even know if it's his old lady or whatever. I'm not really sure. I didn't ask, none of my business, but I know she was around him and she was selling this stuff. And I'm pretty sure I've been on a Bladed Records and saw this shit. So if you see this shit on a Bladed Records and you think it looks cool and you're like, man, I really want that, but I'm not sure what I'm buying. Guys, this is like seriously legit quality fucking leather right here. I have leather belts and leather holsters, so I know leather pretty well. I got leather boots, so I understand my leather. I couldn't work leather, but I understand quality of leather when I see it, and this is quality fucking leather. So do not be afraid of that price tag. You're getting a quality item. So I'm just going to rep that real fast. It is $25. I paid $25 for this. The wife got a Black Sabbath one, and it was less. It was like 20 or 15 or something like that. And it's a little bit thinner material. Look, it's got them holes punched in it. So if you want to sew this into your cuts or your battle vest or whatever, those holes, so you don't have to like push into it, because I've had to do that. I've had to sew leather into leather before, and it is fucking bitch. You got to use like a thimble and a pair of pliers to pull it through. So this will make your job a little bit easier. Bladed Records, y'all are fucking see those holes? Not these the big ones. Those are cool, but these little ones right there. So I don't know if you see them. So I just want to say that in case anybody was wondering about that product, I'm just giving you a good, solid, honest review on these. I saw that there was a Mortician one and this Rotrivore one. They both had the same blood-drenched skin. It looks like skin. I had to have it. They had the Mortician one too, just like it. And I was like, I got to get the Rotrivore one. I'm going to get the Rotrivore one. So Bladed Records, I'm going to rep them a little bit because it's Brian Baxter and he's got good shit. I spent a ton of money over at his booth. I didn't even go to Hell's. I was like, people were like, would you go to Hell's and pick up shit? I'm like, why? I can go online and buy all that shit. I can do that same for with a Bladed, but Brian had all his shit out. And like I said, some of this stuff, just seeing it was different. It was like, well, that's what you're getting. So go to Bladed Records, check the stuff out. If you're into leather and want leather patches and shit like that, this is what you're getting, and it is really good. And like I said, if you just want something a little bit more inexpensive, there is a thinner leather, but it is just as good, just as fucking good. And they're all one and done. So if you get some of these, you're not going to see anybody else with that. So what are we listening to? You're listening to Levidity. I picked this up from Brian at a Bladed. Keep it fucking sick. This is the rehearsal demos and rehearsal cuts, complete demo collection. I'm not a super huge Levidity fan because they're really gross and porno grind and stuff, but I did pick this up because look at the fucking tracks. There's 35 fucking tracks on here. Why the fuck am I not buying that? So I bought that, and then that leather working lady, she told me, she was there running the booth at the time because Brian was off doing Brian things. And she was like, oh, that's a limited edition one. And I was like, the album? She's like, no, this one right here is the limited edition one. And I was like, okay, cool. And she said it's because... I'll make sure I can show this. Oh, I can't really show some of this, so I'm going to have to block some of that out. Damn, my camera went away. So some of this I can't really show you, but if you look on here, you see this stuff right here. That's not a glitch in the camera. That's not a warp in or deformation in the plastic. It's a little bit right here. So, like I said, I'm covering up because there's some naughty bits in there. But this right here, that is jizz. That is goddamn jizz. Somebody in the band took these apart so that it was the clear plastic part, and he literally jizzed on it. He so I could keep it show right there. See that is goddamn cum. Some fucking guy in the band came on this fucking thing. Why do I have this? I don't know. It's just a little bit of dish that's got cum in it. And my brain did not recognize what she said. I was like, I heard limited edition. Yeah, I'll take it because it's got all the demos and shit. It's cum. And then my wife was like, yeah, you bought that because it has cum on it. Because you just heard, she's like, I know you heard limited edition. And you said, I'll take it. And she's like, thinking, did you just buy something that's drenched in cum? And then I was like, she's like, is that real? And I'm like, is that what she said? Like, we're at the hotel, and I'm like, is that what she said? She's like, yeah, she said come. And so, here's the end. You get the nice artwork of the fold out, and then you get a bunch of lyrics and shit and notes and stuff on the inside. A big fold out thing. So, yes. How metal is that? I have something with cum on it. Levidity cum. I have Levidity cum disc. I fucking don't know why. I'm enjoying my coffee, y'all. I don't know what else to say about that. We got the Rochefort koozie. The wife ended up being a huge fan of Rochefort. We were there for that set. We were up front, and they play half the set was new songs. So the new Rochefort shit. If you go on there and watch their live vid, Robert G305 has got vids from all live cuts from the entire show. I've watched some of them. Again, like I said, I watched Evil Army. The first thing in the morning, I'm rolling cigarettes and listening to Evil Army again. I had to do that. So she loved Rochefort. So she got a Rochefort t-shirt and a Rochefort koozie. How awesome. Actually, this is for like her coworker who like he was like, oh, where are you going? Oh, I want a souvenir. So she was like, I got to get him a souvenir. And then she decided this was going to be the thing we got. So I don't know. So she got that. I got the Malignancy koozie. Because, like, the dude didn't have change, and it was, like, $55 or something, so I just handed him I was like, oh, I don't have change. And it was like, the koozie's $5, and I was like, throw it in there, 60. There you go. So I got the Malignancy koozie. Hot. I'm not even a koozie drinking motherfucker, but I got it. What else the fuck we got here? So I got the Rochefort business card. Underground death metal. With their business stuff on there and email and all that good shit. The Rochefort guys were cool. Watch their set because half that set was new songs. And I won't spoil it. Go watch it. But a couple of those tracks were pretty good. Pretty good. Like at the end of their set, I was talking to the guy next to me. There was a guy standing next to us, and we just kind of looked at each other, and I was like, I guess we're buying that when it comes out. Like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. So, I got some Malignancy stickers. Hot! Got 2 of them. How about that? I don't know how I wound up with 2 of them, but I wound up with 2 of them. Then we got the Ablated Records sticker. Hot! Yeah, I'm just showing y'all like the little easy promo shit. We're gonna get into the cooler stuff. I mean, it's all cool. Sodomized. Not familiar with them, but I guess I need to check it out now because I got a Sodomized sticker. Yeah, I'm saying I have a Sodomized sticker. What's some other cool memories from that night? I'm sure I will rattle them off. At random times whenever they come to my mind. Like I said, it's Monday morning, it's early, and we got a lot to do, and I drove. It was like an 8-hour drive, but it was a little closer to 9 because we ran into some traffic south of Louisville. Stalled truck in the big truck, 18-wheeler, in the middle of the lane. Oh, my fucking God. So we ground down for like almost an hour of just slow moving. Y'all know how it is. But it looked like the other direction had it way worse than we did. So there's that. Oh, God. The North Carolina guy said he had to go. He was at this show. This dude was from North Carolina. And he was talking about there was major traffic in West Virginia when he went through there. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about states. States that were there. California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Colorado, Florida was in the house, North Carolina, West Virginia, obviously PA was there, New York City and New York State were there. That was fucking badass. Us from Tennessee, I think we might have had some Wisconsin or Minnesota people there too. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember, but I think some people there were from those states as well. So a lot of states were represented. It got to the point, it was like, you're introducing yourself, and then, hey, where are you from? And I met probably 3 people from Ohio that were fans and not a part of the show or anything. 3 people from Ohio, like Athens and Akron and shit like that. And everybody else was like from out of state. So it was the coolest fucking vibe around. Yeah, lots of cool t-shirts, lots of cool people, a lot of good-looking women, a lot of cool dudes. And it was just the coolest, chillest vibe ever. Justin, that shit was badass, dude. Do that again. Oh my God. I even told him at one point, I did get to talk to him the day of the show. We were hanging out beforehand, and I did get to bend his ear a little bit and talk to him. And I was like, dude, if you do something like this again, we'll come back. If you do something like this in this area, we'll come back. We'll do it again. No problem. I got that Ectopia Sickly Private. Justin's never heard of it. I got him. I fucking got him. And I think there was some other kid in the crowd that was hanging with him. He mentioned something, and Justin's like, no, I don't know that one. So me and this kid got Justin. Hot Dog did not own it. Woo! Although, Dog immediately busted out with like, have you heard of this band, Volcano? I want to say Volcano, but that's not it. But it is like Volcano. It's like Volcano or something. They're from Brazil. They're a thrash band. I'd never heard of them. And he was like, oh yeah, they sound like early Sepultura. I was like, Morbid Visions. And he was like, yeah, exactly like that. So I passed his little fucking test. Ba-boom! But I didn't know as soon as I said I don't know who that band is, I saw a patch from the North Carolina guy, and then somebody had the t-shirt running around the crowd. And I'm like, is that fucking band? So I saw never heard of it. Saw it twice in the crowd. The hotel I was in, like, there were death metal people in that hotel. So That was cool as fuck. I remember dragging my ass downstairs to get some coffee and have my cigarette. There were death metal people in there, and I'm like, what's up, y'all? One of the guys that was staying there, I was in the pit with him the whole fucking time. So I hope that dude's watching. Guy in the hotel. Those two guys differently, but the younger and the older guy, though. That was cool as fuck. So yeah, super exciting. Then when we left the hotel. We were going back home, and we went across the street from the hotel to go to the gas station to top off the tank. Two more death metal guys pulled up, and I was like, "What's up?" We're like, "Well, you're at the show." "Yeah, man. What's up, bro?" "Oh, yeah." We sort of recognized each other. Oh, people kept. One dude, the guy who came up to me, he was the chillest motherfucker ever. Like, I think Malignancy had just finished playing, and the whole time we were headbanging and just like, yeah, woo, and all that shit. And he came up after and was like, "Hey, Cattle Prod, how's it going?" I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, dude?" I was like, "Do you comment?" He's like, "No, I never comment." I was like, "Well, thank you for watching." And that guy, if you're watching, dude, cheers. What's up, dude? That was cool. That was just so cool. You were cool for doing that. Everything was cool, man. Thank you. All of y'all that came up and were like, "Hey, Cattle Prod, thank you, dude. You guys made me feel so cool. Like, you made me feel so OG." I was literally, I didn't know if anybody was going to recognize me or even care. And the fact that a lot of people were just saying, "Hey, that was super cool." So, thank you. Y'all guys made me feel great and totally welcome. And I'm glad y'all are watching and getting something from this and enjoying that. Seriously, that is why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for y'all to enjoy it. We're listening to Levidity, the Cum Stained album. It's actually the rehearsal demos, complete demos, but it's the one with cum on it. Alright, cool. We're almost 17 minutes. What else can we do? I know I got a couple things left up here. What else I want to talk about? Oh, I don't know. Yo, if y'all have any questions about the show or anything, comment down below. You know, we'll get back on the comments and shit like that, and I'll start talking to you. I know over the weekend I didn't really comment to a lot of stuff because I was tired. I was exhausted, and I was just trying to keep moving, just trying to keep the gears moving. So I commented a few times, and I just started getting, like, just didn't have the energy. Attic Set. Oh my god, Attic Set. If y'all have not seen that, Attic Set was really legit. That was those guys. That guy, that lead singer dude, can fucking sing, dude. And that whole band was cool. Got to hang out with them several times. Attic was legit cool. Everybody we met was cool, and all the performances were great. Just go watch them for yourself, and just know that the vibe was cool. So if there's a Dead by Dog 2, you might want to really consider going to the second one if he has one here in the States. I know he's talking about overseas, and I don't want to talk about his business and the stuff he told me, but he did tell me some stuff. Stuff that he hasn't really shared on camera, but it was kind of stuff he shared on camera, but it was just, I guess, more current. And just put it this way, some of the bands he was talking about, I was like, oh. But you never know. You never know. I bet now that the ticket sales are so good, I bet bands who were like, yeah, I don't know, I bet you they come crawling back. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, when we went in, because we were hanging out beforehand, I talked to one of the guys at the door. I was like, can we just hang out? And he's like, yeah, we'll kick you out and then give your tickets when it gets closer to the time. And I was like, cool. And I was like, what's the ticket sales look like? And at the couple hours before the show, he was like, oh, we're like 340 something. And we were expecting walk-ins. And I was kind of like, oh, have you been getting calls about people like, do we have to buy a ticket online or can we just walk in? And I think they reassured people like, yeah, you can walk in because we cleared out more space so that we could hold more people. So the venue operators knew what the fuck they were doing. Security was actually very legit there. They were real cool dudes. They had a couple little provisions that they're like, don't do these things, and other than that, they let you do whatever the fuck you wanted. And it was like smoking weed. They just didn't want you smoking weed in the venue, or at the venues. You had to literally walk across the street, and walking across the street was not far. So you could blaze up over there. I might have smoked a joint with somebody, not going to mention his name, but it starts with the letter C. It was he had it, and I was like, yo, man, give me a good hit of that. He was like, this dude just gave it to me. And I'm like, okay, go fuck, let me hit it. Thank you. Oh, God, thank you. That took the edge right off. I've been on my feet all day and I haven't smoked the whole time. Shit, we're at fucking 20 minutes. Last shout out and a thank you, big thank you to Goat666DB. You see him in the comments, say what's up to Goat. Goat is a cool guy. Him and his old lady came out, and they're very cool people, very sweet people. So glad to see him and chat with him, get a big hug and stuff like that. And the mighty Goat gave me Fist of Legend. He was like, here you go, man, you can have this. And I was like, because we were talking about it, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if you watch my videos or maybe comments. So he gave me Fist of Legend. So me and the wife or old lady are probably watch this either. And this week, we'll watch it this week. I don't know about tonight, but we'll get to it. Ghoulish Dave and Mike Violate. Ghoulish Dave, I am going to bring you up. And we're going to cover Ghoulish Dave's music. We're deciding to do this one. We're going to do it on another one. But we will do it, so keep a lookout for that. Ghoulish Dave and Mike Violate are cool motherfuckers. Go to Ghoulish Dave's channel and check him out and say hey to him if you see him in the comments. Cop a cigarette, crew. Let's get our Monday done, man. Let's get fucking pumped. Let's get wired. It was fucking great. Let's have a great fucking week, y'all. Shadow Prod, Appalachian Warlord. We'll see you next time.